Welcome to lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising for the third week of October 2019. And Aries, I want to start this reading with a quote for you by Alice Mary Hilton. And it goes, "The worth of a person is in being, not in doing, not in having. The worth of a person is in being." So, Aries, I know that especially for those of you that have Aries moon, Aries sun, you've really felt this full moon in Aries that we just experienced. The energy is still here. It's still very much potent. I hope that you guys took this opportunity to do some releasing, some cleansing. It's not too late, okay? And I want to focus the reading this week on the spiritual message because we are going through such a spiritual time, right? We're experiencing these energies in different ways, but we are all being touched by it nonetheless. This quote is really touching on that full moon in Aries energy that I was picking up on energetically, as in we're being asked to look at ourselves, we're being asked to look in the mirror, to for some kind of self-reflection here. Who are we? Are we expressing ourselves? Are we being ourselves? Are we showing up in the world the way that we want to, and the way that really let the inner light shine the most, okay? And I feel like for some of us may be having an easier time than others with this kind of exercises if you're not used to doing it a lot. Most Aries people are, and you still feel it because energy is so much. So we are using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck for the main part of the reading, and we'll clarify with the After Tarot, okay? So Aries, let's see what additional message Spirit have for you. I see the Rhino Spirit already showed up for you, overcoming any obstacle during this time. Number 50, and here we have number 53, Seahorse Spirit. Watch and wait. Watch and wait with Seahorse Spirit. And I'm going to pull the book on that one for you, Aries, because I feel like there's a deeper message in here for you. And let's see what else do we have. Spirit, additional message for Aries. No, that is way too much. We are not doing that. I saw number 68, but that was on top of that pile. If it's supposed to come out, it will come out. And number 68 is be at home. As in, no matter where you're in the world, be at home. Once you being your authentic self, you are yourself, you will be represented no matter where you go, because you will represent yourself. Okay? Message for Aries Spirit, additional message. Okay? Flew out. Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. Number 47, Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. And then we have number 53 here with the Seahorse. And then we have the Rhino Spirit to start the reading of number 50. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck for you, Aries. We have number 48, Porcupine Spirit. Time for beginner mind. Time for beginner mind. So the mind is being repeated here, right? Aries, we have number 47, which is use your mind wisely. And then we have Porcupine Spirit asking us for time for beginner mind. So let's see what's all this message. Before I get any clarification, I really want, this is the book it comes with. I really want to look at the message here that we're getting with Big Spirit for you, especially there we go. Okay, use your mind wisely, and I'm going to read the whole message for you. I don't know why that I feel it so strongly, and that's the last card, but we're gonna go for it. Rhino Spirit, overcoming obstacle is all about pushing through anything that you feel like is an obstacle in your path. If you believe you're in your true path, if you believe this is your journey, if you believe these are your goals, if you truly believe it and you're being yourself, you are following your higher self, your higher mind, then push through. You can overcome these obstacles. You can believe it that nothing can stop you on your way. Ask for help from spirit. Ask for help from those people around you for that matter. Okay? But it's to not give up just because things may seem hard with Rhino Spirit. To know that you can push through any barriers. Okay? We all are more powerful than we realize. And we have the Seahorse Spirit here to asking us to watch and wait. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Things we set out in motion. What are we waiting for? Our goals to come to fulfillment. What are we waiting for? Okay? It's a sense of like what we have in the temperance card sometimes, to find out our moderation, to not, it's like knowing when to push and waiting when to wait, waiting when to assess, right, and waiting when to just be an observer and when to be assertive. Okay, so that is what I'm getting here for you. So this is 53, which is a 5, changing direction, right? Changing direction here, and then we have 53 comes down to an 8, and the 8 is all about transformation, right? Scorpion energy, scorpionic energy, and we have 47, which brings down to an 11. My confirmation. 11 is my confirmation card. Picks to it. Use your mind wisely to be able to discern between those two, between when to go, when to stop, when to push forward, and when to slow down. Okay, so let's go back to Pig Spirit. I wanted to give you a rundown before I start talking about the last card on the deck here, but we're gonna go back to it. And I've looked at this deck. This is my first time using this deck on YouTube, but I just want to give you the whole message here. For whatever reason, that's what Spirit is telling me to do. Pig Spirit appears to remind you of the right use of intelligence, a gift we all have that is meant to be used with love, compassion, and discernment. Intelligence means recognizing the value of intuition partnered with smarts and common sense, which leads to intelligent solutions. When Pig Spirit appears, you are called to respect your analytical mind and use it for the highest good, recognizing that all facts must be considered even when they do not fit with what you know already. Spirit blesses us with wisdom when we allow Pig Spirit to nudge us into open-minded, thoughtful dialogues, whether with others or internally, as we mull over our ideas and what we have come to understand. You're intelligent and capable of clear-minded thinking, shaped by the wisdom you have accumulated and the intuition that will tell you when you have more learning to do, because not all facts are in. Now is the time that your decision-making powers are reliable for you, are in alignment with Pig Spirit's keen intelligence. Now is the time for your decision-making powers are reliable. Okay, so use your mind wisely. It's not just an advice. It's also a confirmation. And I should have picked up on that, because I say number 11 is my confirmation number. Okay, it's also confirmation that you are using your mind wisely during this time. Okay, because Pig Spirit is with you, Aries. And I want to go quickly to 48, Porcupine Spirit. For you, widely here, it says porcupine ask you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. There is so much waiting for you that you have yet to discover. And that's what, there was a reason why I wanted to pull this up. Time for a beginner's mind. This is Spirit asking you, because we know, Aries, we can be a little bit complicated. And it's not so much we are complicated, it's because we all have duality in our nature, but our duality, like unlike Gemini, which is all about, like, you know, she's intelligent and also can use that intelligence to be the trickster. Like, you know, Gemini knows how to use communication, a very good communicator in expressing themselves clearly, but they can also use communication to manipulate. Like, you know, that's kind of the duality. We Aries, our duality is more, it's more that, it's that opposite of childlike attitude that we have inherently, that we have, and that of that super super overthinking things, right? The super thinker in a way. And yes, most people don't think of Aries as that because that's not how we present ourselves. But that's Aries is ruled by the head, by the mind. We always thinking things through. Even when people see like an Aries person, it's like, this is so impulsive. Oh my gosh, I just like to do that. And for other people, it may seem impulsive. But perhaps Aries for the past, for 5 years, from the past 10 years, they thought about this consistently. They've researched it. Perhaps they tabled it because we have that level of discernment. They kind of stop and watch and wait. And then here, boom, out of nowhere, 10 years later, it was like, you know what? That's what it is. I'm moving to the West Coast. And then people was like, wait, where did that come from? And it may seem impulsive. It's like, no, I've already know everything I need to know about that move. I've already considered every possible outcome, which is impossible, but in our own way, about that move. And that's what's happening. Right? So that's that sense of duality, that childlike attitude that make us seem kind of like naive, that make us appear to be impulsive at times, that brings in that impatience as well. And we also have that that sense of overthinking, of relying a lot of times on the mind, okay, on the mind, on inner wisdom, not so much wisdom acquired from the outside, or on inner wisdom, on inner guidance, okay, that's always an ongoing process throughout the day, every day, not just through the night. For an Aries person, people don't always know what to make of this too, and that's what makes an Aries person, especially an Aries woman, may seem complicated. We can seem a little bit very direct, because by the time we get to say what we're saying, we're so assured in our thinking, we're so assured in our own inner guidance of this is what this is for, because I know where I am, I know what I want to do, and that's that, and that's that, and I don't have a problem saying it. I don't have a problem sharing, because I'm being, because with Aries, that magic, that secret sauce in understanding your worth is in being. It's there, whether we've learned to make use of it or not, whether we've learned on how to on when to push through and when to hold back and when to use it. But it's there. It's very easy for an Aries person to follow that code that I just tell you. That I opened the reading with. I'm sorry, my throat chakra has been acting up all day. It's like I'm having trouble speaking just now. But we're gonna get some clarification for you guys with Rhino Spirit. Overcome any obstacle. Spirit, some clarification for Aries on the Rhino Spirit. Clarification on Aries. Queen of Wands, yes, of course, you are the Queen of Wands, so you will overcome any obstacle. You are in your full power. You are, no, that is not the King, but the Queen of Wands to me is just as powerful as the King of Wands, tell you the truth. The King of Wands has more ego, has a little bit more in terms of confidence, but the Queen of Wands like nothing of confidence and ego herself. And on top of it, the Queen of Wands is way more intuitive than the King of Wands. The Queen of Wands really rely on her intuition, really understand her own sense of mysticism, on magic, okay? She knows it and believes in it and lives by it. And understand how to make things come to her. She knows she's confident, she knows she's attractive, she knows what she has to offer, so she does not settle for less. The Queen of Wands, she knows that whatever is on her path, she finds the answer. The answers are within. She knows how to get to it, okay? And here we have the Four of Cups that came out, and I cannot tell if they came out in reverse or sideways, but we're gonna read them as is. So the Four of Cups is about being bored about a situation, about an emotional situation. It's about not being too excited about some kind of an offer, okay? It's about one needing to find their own emotional stability, okay, and working towards that. And here in the After Tarot, he picks up the cup and pouring it back into the grass, almost saying like, I have no use for that cup, for whatever liquid is in that cup that you're offering, so I'm going to give it to the grass. Maybe the grass can make a better use of this, if that was water or wine, whatever it might have been, okay? I already have 3 cups that I've gotten, that I'm letting them stand there, because I know this is not my thing yet, so I'm gonna just take this and I'm gonna pour it towards something that really needs it, and me, I'm gonna sit there and wait, watch and wait. I'm gonna sit there and watch and wait. And yes, from the outside it may seem insolent. From the outside it may seem almost ungrateful. It may seem kind of like, Aries, you think you all that, you want this and this, you're asking for too much. Take the cup. But you know what you're looking for. You know what's just for you. You know what karma have for you. You know where your justice lays. You know what's your fair due. So for a lot of you Aries, you are willing to wait for karma to settle. It's almost like you feel like the universe owes you something. It's like you know there's something bigger in store for you. Okay, so you're not gonna allow any obstacles. You're not gonna allow anything to shortchange you. You're gonna sit there on your throne looking pretty. Okay, hold like that sunflower here, ocean energy. Okay, like knowing that what is mine, and no one can take it from me. And whether it's today, it's tomorrow, it's the next day, it's next year, it's gonna come towards me. And that black cat sitting there is giving you full intuition, communicating for you. That's your magic right there. And you just know. You know what you know, and that's that. Okay, and you know what when your justice is gonna come. You know what's yours, and you know when it's gonna come. It's gonna be fair, and you're just waiting. And by the way, this is Libra season. We are in right now. The Fool wanted to come out for you, of course. Whoa, and that, wow, this is so beautiful. Aries, whoa, look at this. The Fool with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is the Sun in Aries card. And the Fool coming out for you. This is the card from me of the heavens. This is a card representing new beginning in the ethers, okay? And here we have time for the beginner mind with the porcupine spirit. And I read a little passage of that from the book for you. And it was saying to know when to not take things too seriously, to know that you're at the beginning phase, to know to not rush things a little bit, to enjoy the process, if you will, okay? And here we have the Fool coming. This is you being in your power, Aries, especially those of you that have Sun in Aries. During this time here, Spirit is asking you to be neutral, to not be too hot or too cold about a situation, okay? To not, here in the After Tarot, yes, he does a sense of boredom, but he didn't refuse the cup. In the tarot card, in the Rider Waite, we see that his arms are crossed and he's just sitting there, not even extending a hand to take the cup. Here, he took the cup. He accepted the offer from the universe. It's like, thank you, universe, for that cup. But understanding what are your needs. That cup is what's gonna do it for you. So this is where we are, Aries. We're not going to be ungrateful about the opportunity that come our way. We're gonna recognize them for what they are. We're gonna be thankful for them. We're gonna put them to good use. However, we know that there is some karmic justice that we're waiting on, that was already coming our way. We know there's something bigger coming towards us, okay? And this is what watch and wait is about. We're going to stay neutral about the situation. We're not going to get excited about that cup. We're not going to get, we're not going to be refusing that cup. We're just going to watch and wait. We're going to play the waiting game for right now. That's what Spirit is asking you to do, okay? Because we understand there's a transformation happening right now. This is number 8. In 3, 5, which is about changing in direction, which we have here. That's how you start. And then leading to a 3. 3 is about creation, communication. That same 3 we see here in the Three of Wands. Creating something new, starting something new, starting to act on whatever it is that path that we are choosing, that thing that has been set into motion already, that's being planned right now. We know it, we're waiting for it, we're expecting it, and we are ready to take that leap of faith when in due time, when it's right, when it comes, and when it comes correct. This is a message for you, Aries. It does not require you to have anything with that Fool, okay? This is like heavenly energy. This is ether's energy with that Fool. This is taking a leap of faith towards a new beginning, okay? And the mind doesn't have to be wise for that leap of faith. For that full beginning, you just have to have faith. Faith in the knowing that everything's gonna be okay. Faith in knowing that once you take that jump, you're gonna land in exactly where you're supposed to land. You're going to be exactly where you're supposed to be and more, right? And that's the message here for you, okay? And let's get some on the Pig Spirit, some clarification on the Pig Spirit. Okay, that was quick. And here we have, wow, more major kind of for you. We have the Hierophant, higher level of commitment, knowledge, wisdom with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a very learned priest, okay? It's not just about intuition and accessing universal truth and universal knowledge and secret knowledge. The Hierophant is a learned priest, learning from the books here, learning from the past, learning from the scholars, learning from higher minds. Use your mind wisely. That with the Hierophant, you get there. Okay, this is someone who's the Hierophant is not just learned, is also very wise. Okay, and again, a priest. It's a priest who knows how to use the knowledge base that they've acquired and also their intuition. And that's what we read from the book here for the Peak Spirit. And I felt like I needed to go to the book, and it's because I needed to get that level of information for you guys. And here it is again showing up here. It's still showing up here again. It's saying like for you Aries during this time to know how to balance out your knowledge that you're getting from your mind, that you're getting from the books, that you're getting from, you know, thinking things through from experiences and your intuition, to know how to use both. And that's what's going to bring you to that higher power. And here we have the Hangman, and that Hangman is going to allow you to know when to use that knowledge. When do you get off that post? Is it time yet? Perhaps not. Take another sip of water. Help is on the way. This is the initiation process. This is learning. This is the sacrifice that needs to be made in order to attain that higher knowledge, that higher level of consciousness. For a lot of you Aries, especially those of you that are in the spiritual path, you are at that phase right now. There is more learning to be done. And yes, for some of you, you may need to counsel with a mentor, okay? Because what we have here, we have the learned priest, and we have people learning from him, okay? Whether you yourself is a learned priest, people are learning from you, or you may need to get more information, to get wiser, to really learn from someone who's walked that path, to go through that initiation process, to make the proper sacrifices, to really walk the path of the initiate. And on a more mundane point here, there is something, Aries, there is an emotional offer that came towards you that you felt that just wasn't it yet, that you know that wasn't fair enough to you, that there was a lot of obstacles on your way in order to get that wish fulfillment that you want. And you've been getting a little offer here, a little offer there, that you know that's not yet what is your fair due, if you will. And you've been willing to wait on it. You've been willing to stand your ground on it because you know who you are. You know what you deserve. You've been willing to take that leap of faith. You're taking a leap of faith here in waiting for what is your fair due. Okay? It's not so much like you're not taking it seriously, but you have learned on how to balance yourself out so much where you like, you know what? I am willing to lose a little bit right now so I can get my big lot, so I can get my big reward that I believe that I deserve. That's why some of you Aries have been going through, whether it's in a relationship or it's a work situation. And for some of you, a lot of you, it might be in regards to a relationship here. And here you have you having learned, you using your mind, your higher mind, you using your intuition, you having made the sacrifices for your relationship or your job or your work or that spiritual development that you're going through, and that you're gonna come to a higher level of commitment. You're going to be in a position of leadership that you're gonna be called to. You're gonna be rewarded for it. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. The work continues on. The work goes on, yes. And that's why we're still on that post. You understand that, Aries? You understand that it's not time yet to completely reap the rewards. You're on your path to it, but it's not time yet. The work continues on. You are using your mind wisely. You are using your intellect wisely and your intuition. You're connecting the two. You're connecting the dots here. Okay? That is just so beautiful. This is just a powerful message of true wisdom and maturity. That's what it is, Aries. Maturity. Spiritual maturity and personal maturity as well. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Archangel Michael. Oh my God. Archangel Michael showed up for us. Yes. Goosebumps. Archangel Michael. And we have Trusting Heaven. He makes me so happy. You are safe. Angels, stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. You are safe. Surrender control. It's okay to watch and wait because you know the miracle is about to happen. I love this to the million. Like, this is so good. This is so good. Surrender your concerns. I said control earlier because that's an issue here, apparently. But surrender your concerns, Aries. Archangel Michael is here. Heavenly protection is here. Rada is the card that actually came out for us. And it says soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Soul flame. What puts your soul aflame, ablaze, Aries? Is it a person? Is it relationship harmony? There's a relationship here that has tested you. That has tested you. And I feel like that has tested you not just in this lifetime. It's a karmic relationship with the Justice card, okay? That has tested you. And for some of you, if you're in a relationship with someone who was already committed to another, you had to wait it out until they finish up that commitment, okay? And so whether it was a divorce, whether it was a work situation that was taking all their time. That's the case here for some of you when it is in regards to a love situation. But regardless of what it is, if it's another, it's just you have been tested and you have learned to go to walk the path of the initiate, to go to the to accept the challenges, okay, to accept the trials, the sacrifices that needed to be made, to really go in it with full faith. My goodness, to wait, to watch. That's the hardest thing to do sometimes, right? So allow the transformation to take place, to be smart about it. Make the effort is at the bottom of the deck for you, for the Woman's Oracle deck. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Great love is worth taking the step you're guided to take. Sacrifices, I really feel it here. This is not just about waiting. Yes, there's a sense of waiting, of course, of delay, but there's a sense of sacrifice here. There's real sacrifices that were made, okay, in regards to this relationship. We have codependency. That's a card that came out. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Addiction are affecting your romantic life. And codependency, whether it's codependency to someone else, whether it's codependency to these addictions are about old habits, about, like, you know, some people are addicted to not just to substances. They're addicted to a way of being, to a way of thinking. They're addicted to their own company, to just being alone. They're addicted to, you know, their family. Like, they don't know how to, you know, to separate, to have a real harmonious relationship with another, whether it is to their own ego, whatever it is. There's something here that has become, there's a negative entity, a negative energy that has a major effect in your love life. And I feel like whether it's coming from you, and I feel like for you, Aries, it may be your person that have that issue. Yeah. And that's why you had to wait. They had to work out their things. They had to work out their things. That's why you're willing to wait and watch. That's why you waiting for the right thing to come, for the right time, for things to come properly towards you. Because you're the Queen of Wands here. You have faith in this. So if you're with someone who's having issues with addiction or whatever negativity they have in their life, allow them time to work themselves out. You don't want to be in a position where you feel like you can heal someone, you can fix them. No. People, we all have our own agency. We all have our own journey to go on. We all have our own guidance. We all have our own inner light to follow. So allow that person to really work things out for themselves. So when they can come to you, they come to you whole and complete. Be supportive, be there, of course. But don't take that on. Allow them that time they need. Watch and wait. Okay, watch and wait. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. So perhaps that person is doing the work, right? They're making the effort, because with love are worth taking the effort, so they can come to you now, like and both of you are gonna start experiencing that relationship harmony. And even if it's just within yourself, Aries, it's your own issues of addictions and codependency. You actually would be doing the work already, okay? By not accepting crumbs, by waiting for fairness, things to happen properly, by knowing, understanding when to push, when to pull, and when to be neutral. So you are taking the right steps forward. You are being guided along. Archangel Michael has shown up there for you. Trust in heaven. Just know that the angel stands close. You are safe. You are safe. You are safe. Allow a miracle to occur, because the miracles are about to also occurring in your life right now. Okay, and it's in regards to relationship for most of you, because Rada energy is telling you soul flame experience relationship harmony and healing. So I'm sending you a lot of love during this time, Aries. I hope this message brings you some clarity. If you like some greater clarity, contact me for a personal reading, lanmoutarot@gmail.com. There's more instructions in the description box, and come back next week. And remember, as always, love is indeed the only answer. Thank you, Aries. Bye.